Picture yourself amidst the chaos of a battlefield, smoke billowing around you. It's the deadliest conflict in American history. Yet what if I told you the commonly held belief about its cause might be flawed? Beyond the widely accepted narrative of slavery lies a complex tapestry of economic tensions, political disputes, and cultural clashes that fueled the flames of war. But how did these factors converge to push a nation into turmoil? Stick around as we delve into the hidden truths of the American Civil War. Was slavery truly the sole catalyst for conflict? The answer might surprise you. As we peel back the layers of the American Civil War, economic factors emerge as significant contributors to the brewing storm. The nation stood divided between the industrialized North and the agrarian South, each with its own economic interests. In the North, rapid industrialization and urban growth propelled a booming economy, driven by manufacturing, trade, and commerce. This surge in economic activity fueled calls for protective tariffs and infrastructure development, conflicting with the agrarian South's reliance on free trade and cheap imported goods. Moreover, the North's adoption of wage labor contrasted sharply with the South's dependence on slave labor, underscoring the profound economic disparities between the two regions. Conversely, the South's economy revolved around agriculture, particularly cotton production, heavily reliant on slave labor. Slavery was not just an economic institution, but also a societal cornerstone, deeply ingrained in Southern culture. With the rise of abolitionism in the North, Southern states feared for the economic foundation of their agrarian society. These economic tensions intensified as Northern industrialists and Southern planters vied for control over federal economic policies, from banking regulations to tariffs, reflecting the broader ideological chasm between the North and the South. This battle for economic supremacy mirrored the political conflicts that would ultimately escalate into civil war. In our exploration of the Civil War's economic factors, we'll unravel how these divergent interests fueled sectionalism and played a pivotal role in one of America's bloodiest conflicts. But first, let's untangle the intricate web of political disputes that gripped the nation in the years preceding the war. As we navigate the tumultuous landscape of the American Civil War, it's clear that political disputes loomed large, shaping the trajectory of events. The seeds of discord were sown long before the cannons roared at Fort Sumter, with deep-seated ideological divisions fracturing the nation along regional lines. At the core of these political conflicts lay the debate over states' rights versus federal authority. Southern states championed states' rights, asserting their sovereignty and autonomy from federal intervention. Conversely, Northern states advocated for a stronger federal government capable of regulating commerce and enforcing national laws, reflecting a fundamental clash of ideologies. This debate intersected with the contentious issue of slavery. Southern states vehemently defended slavery as a constitutionally protected right, fearing federal encroachment. In contrast, Northern abolitionists decried slavery as a moral evil inconsistent with the nation's founding principles. These political tensions boiled over in Congress, where debates over the expansion of slavery into Western territories further polarized the nation. The Compromise of 1850 and the Kansas-Nebraska Act of 1854 only exacerbated tensions, pushing the country closer to the brink of war. In our examination of the Civil War's political conflicts, we'll delve into the power struggles, legislative battles, and ideological clashes that culminated in hostilities. But before we delve deeper, let's explore the profound impact of social and cultural factors on the eve of the Civil War. As we peer into the social and cultural landscape of antebellum America, we encounter a society rife with tension, division, and transformation. Social hierarchies based on race, class, and gender permeated every aspect of life, shaping individual identities and experiences. Central to these dynamics was slavery, which not only underpinned the economic structure of the South but also shaped its social fabric. The plantation system entrenched a rigid hierarchy, with wealthy white slaveholders wielding power over enslaved African Americans and marginalized poor whites. Slavery fueled moral debates, with abolitionists condemning it as a moral outrage, while defenders propagated racist ideologies to justify it. The abolitionist movement intersected with other social reform movements, including women's rights and labor activism, challenging entrenched power structures. Amidst this backdrop of social upheaval, discontent simmered, laying the groundwork for the impending conflict. To truly grasp slavery's centrality in this complex tapestry of social and cultural forces, we must understand its role as the linchpin of Southern society and the primary catalyst for secession and war. In unraveling the enigma of the Civil War, we must confront a harsh reality. Slavery was the fulcrum around which the conflict revolved. Far from being a peripheral issue, slavery lay at the heart of the sectional strife tearing the nation apart. Slavery permeated every facet of Southern society, shaping its economy, politics, and culture. Enslaved Africans powered the South's agricultural prosperity, sustaining the opulent lifestyles of the planter elite. It was not just an economic system, but a social hierarchy, with white supremacy enshrined in law. The expansion of slavery reignited debates over its future, exposing irreconcilable differences between North and South. While some sought to downplay slavery's significance, the secession crisis laid bare the South's commitment to preserving it. When Confederate forces fired upon Fort Sumter, they did so in defense of a system built on the exploitation of human beings. With slavery as its fulcrum, the nation hurtled into war. As the cannons thundered and the Civil War engulfed the nation, it unleashed a cataclysmic clash of ideologies, leaving devastation in its wake. From the verdant fields of Gettysburg to the sun-scorched plains of Antietam, battles raged, lives were lost, and families torn apart, with the human cost of the conflict staggering. Yet, amidst the horror and heartache, the war also heralded profound change. The Emancipation Proclamation, issued by President Abraham Lincoln, struck a decisive blow against the institution of slavery, marking a pivotal moment in American history and a victory for freedom. While its immediate impact was limited, the proclamation set the stage for the eventual abolition of slavery with the passage of the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. Following the war, the nation embarked on a tumultuous journey of reconstruction, seeking to rebuild and reunify a fractured society. However, this period was fraught with challenges as competing visions clashed over the future of the South and the rights of newly freed African Americans. Despite significant progress in some areas, Reconstruction ultimately fell short of its lofty goals, leaving deep wounds that would take generations to heal. The scars of war lingered long after the cannons fell silent, shaping America's identity and destiny in profound ways. The legacy of the Civil War endures as a reminder of the enduring struggle for justice and equality, challenging us to confront the complexities of our past and strive for a more perfect union. The American Civil War was a complex interplay of economic, political, social, and cultural factors, with slavery at its core. While it encompassed various issues, slavery was undeniably central. As the nation emerged from war, it was forever changed, its legacy shaping its future. Before we conclude, I want to hear from you. What do you believe was the primary cause of the Civil War? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insightful content.